Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk about the AWS Kinesis data stream. So basically today tutorial is about how you can create a simple AWS Kinesis data stream. So basically I'm gonna do a small video on this and the basic concept and the small demo on it, and my plan is to create a gradually more advanced video on AWS Kinesis. So for today, this first session is going to be a simple AWS Kinesis data stream. So first of all, let's go to a key concept. So this is the Kinesis website in AWS, just the front page of Kinesis description. So you can see that Kinesis is part of Kinesis data stream, Firehose, and analytic, and then video stream. So I'm going to cover one by one, guys. But today we are going to focus on Kinesis data stream. So there are like three part mostly considered in a Kinesis data stream. So input, output, and then the Kinesis data stream in between. So there are a bit of a user cases and things like that information you can find in their website, in AWS website. So but today let's start with the basic concept and then start creating a small Kinesis data stream. So what is a Kinesis data stream? According to AWS, this is a documentation. So I'm using that because it's a latest available correct data. If you can see, Kinesis data stream is collection and process of larger streams, so streams of data. So then what can I do with Kinesis streams? Accelerate log data feed into processes, real-time metric and reporting, real-time data analytic, and things like that, parallel processing and things like that, website logging and customer data collections and things like that. What you can use is Kinesis. So let's go to the benefit of the Kinesis data streams. Data put into a Kinesis data stream, and then you can combine multiple data application into one, things like that. And then let's go to the basic concept and terminologies. So if you look at it, like I said, the three part. One is the producer. First is this in architecture diagram you can see the producer where you get the data. So it can be EC2 instance, client, mobile client, traditional servers, things like that. And then you can see the Kinesis data stream, and it has shard 1 to n. I'm not going to give a lot of detail here, guys. You can come to the website and read. And then the next stage is the consumer, who's after processing from the stream, where it's going to go end up. So here is S3 bucket, DynamoDB, Redshift, EMR, that is Apache clusters, and then Kinesis Firehose. So data stream is a set of shard, and each has a SQL number of record, and each contain an SQL number as well assigned by the Kinesis data stream. Data record is your data. It has a partition number where you partition between. And in the Kinesis there are two modes. One is capacity mode, and other one is on-demand mode, like provision mode and on-demand mode. So retention period, this by default is one day, but you can go up to 365, but it's going to cost you money if you're keeping more than 1 year. Producer, where this data coming, and consumer is where the process them. Consumer is a record that Kinesis data stream process. So basically Kinesis is basically why you are using Kinesis is to like collect the data. It will increase your pipeline elasticity and reliability. Let's say in a data pipeline you produce a lot of data real time, and then you need to process them. So if you put into Kinesis data stream, it will make sure that you don't lose data, and make sure it's reliably stored and move into another location. It's like a pipeline in a pipeline, simulator water pipeline or something like that. That's the main idea here. So this is shared unique identifying sequence. So this is where you get the capacity. One normally is 2 MB per second or up to 1000 recorded, and then maximum write speed of like 1 MB per second, including partition key. So this is read and write, and then partition keys where you decide in what shard the information is going to go, and then sequence number inside the shard how is divided. So if you look at inside the inside the shard, there's a sequence numbers of data. If you're writing a data to 1 or 2 shards, so let's say 2 shards, and then inside the shard also there's a sequence number of the data. And then server side encryptions and things, those are basic concept, guys. So let's start creating the Kinesis data stream. You can come to this website, I'm going to share it. I think it's best thing to you read through this information, then you will get a better understanding on this. So let's start creating the Kinesis data stream, Kinesis data stream. So if you go to the AWS and then type here Kinesis, you can come directly to the Kinesis data stream. So it would be something similar to that. This is what you're going to pay for 1 hour of running time, and then you get the benefit and features, things like that, and the use cases and few informations there. So what we can do is you can create it from here, as well as you can create it from this side as well. So let's start creating from here. I'm going to select create data stream. So then you can give a name. So I'm going to say my test data. So there are two, like I said, there are two capacity modes. One is on demand. It's basically you don't have to provision the capacities, how much of data you can read or write, because if you provision, if you one chart, that's mean one MB of reading and 2 MB of reading and 1 MB of writing. But if you don't know how much data is coming to the pipeline, Kinesis data stream, so then it's the best option to go with on demand. But in case of if you know, it's bet would be the provision, so you know what's your input into the Kinesis data stream. So I'm going to select here provisions, guys, because we wanted to have it very small data stream here. So I'm going to give a provision 1 shard only, because I'm not going to, so the total capacity you can see it here. So 1 megabyte reading, and then 1000 record, or 1 megabyte or 1000, or 2 megabyte is output. So let's keep it 1, so that our costs will be minimum. As you can remember, this 1 shard is cost you about 15 cents or something like that. And then you can edit this capacity mode and retention period and things like that if you wanted to change it. So I have this by default, it's disabled, so I'm not going to change any of these, guys. I'm going to keep it as default. And then if you click here, you can create your data Kinesis data stream. So, and after that you will get like bit of information about producers and then consumers. This is like in the diagram you showed here. You can see those information, what are the producers and what are the consumers. So basically, in our case, we are going to be producer would be we write it directly, and then read it consume also directly. So this is active now. If you go here and then you can see this is active. This is you can see metrics and application configuration, data viewers, and another thing is enhance fan out is something advanced where you can each shard and each stream you can go up to 2 MB per second. we are not going to talk about this today, guys. I'm going to do in future a couple of video on this. For today, we'll keep it simple, guys. This is a basic video on Kinesis data stream. So this is our data stream. Let's start producing some data. So in here we need to produce some data, and then look at the stream, and then we'll consume the data. That's our plan for today. In order to do that, to produce, what we can do is we need to open CLI. So in here, if your computer already set it up for Amazon CLI, you can use that, but if it's not, you can just click here and then start a new one. And I think this is the best easiest way to you to start doing this. Let's open it in a new tab. So it's going to take a couple of seconds, guys, to this to load. And meantime, I'm going to explain what's our plan. This is the codes, CLI codes, which we are going to use to create Kinesis data stream. This is how you can create a Kinesis data stream from CLI, and then how you can describe, get the detail, and then put a record to in it, and then consume the data from it, and then finally delete it as well. So let's start creating. Actually, I'm going to create a new one using the Kinesis CLI as well, so that I can show you guys that as well. So let's copy this command and paste it here. This will command is basically AWS is in the service create stream, and stream name is the one that you're going to give it to that, and the shard count is 1. Let's run, guys. So this will create a data stream called my data stream in our Kinesis. So it's a new one. We are going to create another one. So this is the new one is created.
One moment. Working on that.
And now let's get the detail about our Kinesis data streams. Don't worry, guys, I'm going to share this everything in YouTube description section. So from here you can take the code and copy paste. This is Kinesis describe stream name, basically the simple code. So this is the detail about shard ID or the hash key and where's active, retention period, and things like that. Information out. So I'm going to exit from this. Okay, so now that's some basic information about Kinesis data stream description. So encrypted and things like that, when created and things like that. So next what we're going to do is going to put some information there. So how we're going to do is, this is the one that we are going to produce the record. So it's called Kinesis data, AWS Kinesis, put record and stream name and the partition key. We need to define a partition key, and this is just a data, it's hello. And then here, this is why raw data in base 64 data. That's because if you this option to use specify the data provided in Kinesis data stream treated as a binary. So we need it will need to be base 64. Normally it's 8. We are putting as a 64 in encoder for send it to Kinesis data stream. That's the conversion that's going to happen it here. So that's why we are putting this part at the end, row in place 64. So we are going to copy this one and paste it in our CLI terminal. Enter. So you can see that one information is already insert. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put another one. So I'm going to press on up arrow key, and then go here, and then I'm going to change it again to, let's say, hello Kinesis, and then enter. We enter the second data as well. So 2 recorded in here. Now what we are going to do is we are going to start. So if you go to the monitoring section in AWS data stream, it should be appear, but it will take a couple of minute guys to appear here. So we'll come back and see when the record is appeared here. This is monitoring section where you can see the the data is transferring. So what I'm going to do, next stage of our is that we need to we produce the data, we need to consume that. So in order to consume, we need to get the shard iterator is first. So this is shard ID, and then this iterator type. Trim horizons means it start from earliest data. So that means from the first record itself, it's going to give our information. So for us, that will give us a 2 record. Let's copy. So this is going to give us a shard iterator, so which we can use to get the record information from that. So this is the iterator, so we need to use this to get the information, consume the data from Kinesis data stream. So for that we have get this part. Don't worry guys, I'm going to put everything on the YouTube description, so when you're trying you can use it. And then paste it, and then you need to copy paste this whole lot as well, the iterator, shard iterator. So if we put this and enter, we should get 2 record here guys, because we insert 2. So you can see the partition is 1 and then 2 record. This already encrypted. So what we have to it's in the actually base 64. We need to convert back to base 8. Let's do that. Base 64 and decoder. So I'm gonna search that. Let me go, and then let me make it bigger guys. This is just a base 64 encoder guys. So I'm gonna share the website with you as well, so that you can see it. So this is just a base 64 encoder. So let me copy the record from the terminal. So this is should be first record is our one is hello. Let's copy that and then see whether it means hello. Decode it. Yes, it says hello, and let's decode the other one as well. The second one we put hello, so this should be hello. Okay, this is hello Kinesis, so second one. So now you can see that there's a next shard iterator is here. So if you wanted to read, let's say we input another information, and let's say another record. So let's input another record. So I'm gonna put it here. It's Kinesis. I'm gonna type it again, something. Let's say home. Just a random word guys, and then this is we are putting a new record again. So if you wanted to read this record again, we don't need to type this Kinesis to get the Kinesis iterator again. This code, this part is basically the this one that we are going to get, the get shard iterator. We don't have to do it because we have already, they have given our next iterator. So what we can have to do is this, just take the get record Kinesis iterator, and then if you copy paste this one, and then get this next iterator on the last one part here, copy that, and then paste it and enter. So you will be able to get the next record. This is so it will only show the remaining information. It will not give the first 2 because we are using the one that give us a next iterator. So we are going to copy and see this, decode this information and see. It should be home guys. Let's see. This is correct. Yes, guys, that's correct. So that's the basic concept on Kinesis. This is a basic consumer, producer, consumer Kinesis data stream. This is not how in the real life happen, because this automatically data will come and then process it and then consume it. So I'm gonna do a in next video some similar to something like that, using a Lambda produce and consume like S3 bucket or something like that. That's my idea. So for this is a basic concept and Kinesis data stream. Before we go, let's check out the monitoring parts, like I mentioned you guys earlier, so that there would be a couple of record. Can you see, guys, there's a blue button, get record, and then the record latency in milliseconds, get record success, and then put records. All those information is already here. It's in the monitoring section. This is guy basic video on Kinesis data stream is now actually completed. This is all in covering in this video. So let me know, guys, if you want me to do a bit more theory on the notes, because I do not want to waste your time, since you guys come and read this stuff. So I just wanted to do practical side of it. So this that's all, guys, for today video. I'm gonna share all the codes and everything in the YouTube description section, so that you can download it and try out with yourself. That's all, guys. Thank you for watching. Please wait for the next video. I'm gonna upload couple of videos on Kinesis data stream. Thank you, guys.